Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So recently we were doing vichar of Mool Mantar and understanding the Mool Mantar on a deeper level. And we reached this word Karta Purakh. Now Karta, we can translate it to the doer, the one who does everything, the one who creates everything. And Karta, if we look at the grammar, we look at the word itself, you can divide it into two syllables, Kar and Ta. Kar means hands and Tar means rope or a string. So the one who has the string in their hands. So this then leads us to understanding the concept of Hukam and Karam. So Hukam means the will or command of Vaheguru, and Karam, our actions that we commit. So I wanted to connect this to the analogy of playing kite. So if you look at a kite, we play kites, children play kites, and we always have a dori or the string which is attached to the kite. And one person is always holding on to the dori, to the roll of strings, and making sure that the kite is flying in the direction that they want, it's safe, and they would adjust the string however long or short they need. So it's a game. Everybody's enjoying it. And how I look at it is that each one of us is the kite. Different shapes, different sizes, different colors, different areas that we are being flown in. But we have a tar, a string, the dori of Naam, of our connection, that is in the hands of Vaheguru. So Vaheguru is the Hukmi. And from Hukmi, the Hukam is what connects us to Hukmi, to Paramatma. And the dori, so Gurbani says, Prabha dori haath tumare. The Paramatma Ji, the string that connects me to you is in your hands. And you are going to protect me. So the strings are in the hands of Vaheguru Ji. And wherever Guru Sahib takes us and go, we go in that direction, we fly in that direction, right? Now, when we are living in this world, we are living in Hukam. And sometimes challenges comes in our life. So similarly, when you're playing a game, a kite playing game, there are other kites as well flying in the sky. Different sizes, different shapes. Some might be more beautiful than your kite, Some might be bigger, stronger. And I look at them as challenges, right? That when we are flying in the sky, there are many challenges that will come. The wind, how strong the wind is. Maybe it might rain. Or other kites might come and then we get tangled up. My kite gets tangled up with another kite. And that entanglement is what I call attachment. Attachment to Maya, attachment to the world, which is the main reason that we're not willing or able to let go. And because of attachment, moh to Maya, our attachment to Maya, to the illusion that everything is around us is real, we have to keep coming back again and again. So sometimes we get entangled with other kites, and then the one who's holding the strings, the dori, will say, oh no, now we have to save our kite. And we try many different ways to come out from that entanglement. But sometimes in that challenge, when we get attached in Maya, we get entangled. Sometimes we can come out of it and we go fly in our own direction again. Sometimes we get caught up and our strings gets cut. Maybe the kite will go and fall somewhere else. The kites will break, will tear, and then we no longer can play that game. Sometimes birds will come, and maybe, bite the kite or fly in and so on. So many challenges comes in that. So when I look at this game where we play kites, each one of us is a kite and we go through a lot of challenges. But as long as the reins, the string is in the hands of Vaheguru Ji, we are safe. Because even if we get caught up in those challenges, in the attachment, we get entangled with other kites and and now we are in trouble, we are trying to come out from that issue. As long as we're connected to Vaheguru Ji, we are safe. But once the string breaks, once we break the connection, once we remove ourselves from Vaheguru Ji, we don't accept the Hukam anymore, we completely forget Vaheguru Ji, then it's very difficult for us because then we're going down the route of suffering. Because if you look at a kite, once it's broken, the strings are broken, it's no longer attached, it will go and land in some place, get abandoned, it will get destroyed, get torn, and nobody even cares where the kite would go. Sometimes we don't even know where it goes. So thinking about this, that Karta, the doer, or Kartar, the one who has the tar, the dori in their hands. So understanding that everything is happening within Hukam, that whatever direction Guru Sahib takes us and go, like we are the kite, whatever direction the one who's holding the strings, the kite will go in that direction, right? And we enjoy the game. So Hukam is living in the will of Vaheguruji and accepting that whatever Guru Sahib does, whatever Vaheguruji does, is always good for us. है ना? बुरा नहीं सब भला ही है रे, हार नहीं सब जीते. That look at this pankti, बुरा नहीं, that nothing is bad. The concept of good and bad is in our mind. बुरा नहीं सब भला ही है रे. Now why, even if we go through challenges, why do we see that it's not bura, it's pala? Because look at the lesson that we learn from it, right? The lesson or the outcome, there's something we can learn even from a very bad situation. We can learn what not to do next time. We can learn how to respond in the future. We can learn what kind of life we must live. So, bura nahi sab pala hi hai re. Haar nahi sab jeete. Did any situation is not about failure, is success. Because every time, consider if we fail or something doesn't happen the way we want it to happen, we call it a failure or unmet expectation. Think about it, there is a step, a ladder for us to go further and further and further. So, thinking about this pankti, Prabh dori haath tumhare. Always tell Guru Sahib that Maharaj, I'm just like this kite and the dori is in your hands. So you guide me wherever you want me to go. And I trust you, you always bring me towards the right direction.